Hello, I'd like to introduce you to the fundamentals here of this CS1 IDE, stands for the CS1 Integrated Development Environment. What you would do to use this is you would basically put in the name of a project, which is the CS1 Game Engine project, and then you would basically put the password associated with that, that we call the admin key. Upon doing that, you just log in to the CS1 IDE, and what it would do at that moment is it connects in, it authenticates to your project, and it loads up a series of lessons and associates different code with different lessons. So over here we have a code editor. Over here we have a lesson that's basically a Google Slides presentation. And we can click on here to check for understanding during the lesson. And we basically have a Google Forms quiz. So those are the primary elements in here. That's the Google Slides presentation, Google Forms quiz, and then over here, a code editor that is connected into a remote project that enables focused changes to happen according to the lesson. So if we go through this lesson, for example, and we could make it full screen if we wanted to, student would go through the lesson learning different things, whatever the particular lesson is about. Then they would be instructed to perform some edits on the code that's on the right hand side there, and then save their edits, and then build the updated application, and then launch the game to basically see the effect of their edits. So let's just say, for example, we had done that. Say we had edited this and saved and built it. Let's go launch the game, take a look at that. So here we are logging into this game.
Welcome to CS1 Agency Headquarters. All visitors are required to sign in at the welcome desk.
Okay, so here's this welcome desk in this little demo environment that I built in. I've already signed in earlier, so you can see my name is already there on the sign-in sheet. And here is the log that the student would have created, and they can see the effect of what they had done. And it's not in some blasé kind of environment. It's in a very rich 3D multiplayer environment that could run on a laptop, it could run on a phone, it could run on a VR device in full VR mode. There's all kind of aspects to this engine that make it appealing to students. They can upgrade their avatars, they can manipulate items, they can pick things up, move them around, they can even collect them for that matter. They can program non-playable characters like that robot NPC right there. They can collect items like I just did there. They can even, integrate with IoT devices like this device right here. Okay, there's all kinds of things that you can do in this engine that the students can get involved in or not. They can literally just do the lesson and just do the lesson if that's what they wanted to do, and then move on to the next lesson. But what I have found is that students, when they're in this rich environment, they want to do more. They want to go to a higher level. So I'll get them through the fundamentals of like variables, logging and debugging, understanding JSON format, for example. And I have all the, they'll get these formative assessments for them and so forth. And essentially, get that evidence of learning by having them edit some code and save their edits and build out a custom application. And then they also have their formative assessment, their quiz right here as well. So this system is all about focusing the students on the lesson, getting the formative feedback, having them build something creative within the lesson that they can extend and do a lot more exciting stuff with it. Okay, so how do you get these lessons in here? Okay, so if we go to the IDE code, in this file here called templates.mjs, there are these sections. This section here has a heading, if you will, variables, logging, and debugging. That's the title of the lesson. The next section right here is the lesson URL. That's basically just a link to a Google Slides presentation. And this is right here. The quiz URL is just a link to a Google Forms quiz. And then this is just a file that's in the associated project that's getting edited as part of that lesson. And you can add as many lessons as you want by adding the lessons in here. What you get is it will automatically populate this menu over here. And you saw as I changed things in the menu, it loads the particular lesson for it. It loads the associated part of the code that's going to be edited, and it also loads the associated quiz for the formative assessment. So that's pretty much all the IDE is at this point. Down the road, I have a lot of ideas of other tools to work into it. But these are going to be kind of like the base tools. Like I said, I have ideas for at least 4 more tools that I would like to integrate into it to be kind of like secondary tools for dealing with art assets and things like that. But if you're interested at all in this project or just wondering what exactly is this guy talking about, reach out to me. I would be glad to kind of collaborate with you, work with you to make this work for you. Okay? So just to let you know, I'm very open to collaboration and working with you to get this into your classroom. So I wish you the greatest day and have a wonderful, wonderful summer.